Good evening, good evening, good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's Zoom meeting. Turn your writing into cash. I am your featured presenter, Ronette Turner Corley, and I am excited. We do these presentations every Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern. And what I'm excited about is tonight, you're going to literally learn how to have more cash flow coming into your home by a stroke of a pen. Okay. I just did an interview with a fantastic lady who shared her testimony and how it's making a tremendous difference in her household. So go ahead, sit back and relax, and let's go ahead and get into the information. So many of you may be familiar with this gentleman. His name is Zig Ziglar. He was a personal development, phenomenon, mentor and coach to many, to millions of people around the world. And one of the things he's famous for saying is you can have everything in life that you want if you will just help enough people get what they want. And let me tell you, my husband and I, we have always lived by this principle. It is a wealth principle. It's a life principle. You've heard many cliches, what goes around comes around, and that's pretty much what it is. If you help enough people pay their bills, you'll never want for anything. But we've never been able to find a platform where everyone can win. I'm going to tell you tonight, we have found that platform. And tonight you're going to be introduced to that platform where literally, if you can write, you can win. Now, what if you can write your way to more income? What if the power was absolutely in the pen and you put that pen to work with paper and now you can bring more cash flow into your home? Ladies and gents, that's what we're talking about tonight. Now, I'm going to introduce you to a company by the name of Send It Academy. They are a company it's a platform that teaches you how to, do this proven concept that's been around for over 2 decades. Okay. And they teach you exactly how to do it properly so that you can get compensated for your work. Now, before I actually get into the information, I want to introduce you to Lisa Krimmel because she is the creator of what we call Pay Per Letter program. She's also the co-founder of Send It Academy. She's a wife. She's a mother of 4 boys. She's also an amazing entrepreneur. She resides in my backyard of Northern California. And she discovered this method a little bit over 3 years ago. And what I love about Lisa, she not only just discovered it, she put the pen to paper and tested the system. In 2023, she wrote 4 hours a day, 5 days a week for 1 full year. Now, because she is extremely busy, she didn't sit down and just do 4 hours straight. It was in between her lifestyle, her daily things she was doing, but it was a total of 4 hours in that day. And do you know that she was able to earn an additional $78,000 in that year? I say additional because that's not the only thing she did. But how would you like to bring in additional $78,000 into your household in addition to what you're doing by simply a simple process of writing? As a matter of fact, I personally believe Lisa can tell her story way better than I can. So let's go ahead and hear from Lisa.
Hi, my name is Lisa Krimmel, and I am the co-founder here at Send It Academy. And I wanted to tell you why this is the program you've been looking for. So I want to give you a little background about me. For 25 years, I've been in the mortgage industry. In 2005, after having my 3rd son, I decided I needed an additional stream of income. So I became an internet marketer. I had tremendous success between 2005 and 2013. But in 2013, I did decide to step away. And the biggest reason why I decided that is because I was tired of putting people into programs where there just wasn't duplication. I didn't want people to fail. I truly wanted people to be successful when I put them into programs. So I did move on. I became a drop shipper and FBA seller over at Amazon. I did $15 million in sales between 2013 and January of 2022. When Amazon impolitely asked me to leave because they no longer wanted to compete with us. So in February of 2022, I went back into the mortgage industry, saw there was a huge need for credit repair courtesy of COVID, and so I started my own credit repair company. In April of that same year, my cousin came to me because she knew that my Amazon business had gone kaput and asked me if I had ever thought about, an additional stream of income. And I said, yeah, I'm always interested in something. So she showed me how to write letters to casinos for $5, and I jumped in with both feet. That first year from May, I started actually in May of 2022. I started writing, started with 50, then 100, then 200, built myself up to 300. But more importantly, that first year, what I did was I worked on converting that out. I'm not a huge gambler. In fact, most of the time when I go into a casino, I take a $100 bill and my objective is to leave with the same $100 bill. And so I really did perfect what I like to call the art of conversion that first year. And so in 2023, I decided I was going to go all in. And I made a commitment to myself to go ahead and write 300 letters every single week for the entire year of 2023, which I did successfully do. And I made just a little bit over $78,000 writing letters in my spare time while I did my other business, which was credit repair. In November of 2023, I was at a wedding where my sister, who is also a writer, her daughter wanted to be able to move out. And I said, well, let's get her writing letters, which made me come up with the idea of paid per letter. So I got together with my sister. She created the videos. I did all the verbiage. We put the program together as to make it as simple as possible so that everybody could win. And that's what I love about this program is if you can write, you can make money here. You don't have to go out and recruit. You don't have to go out and sponsor. You just have to write. So in December, I built out the program, called up a friend of mine because he had some amazing software that I was interested in, and I showed him what I had, and he was like, I want in. And I was like, okay, let's do this thing. With his marketing ability and this program, we could take this far and we could really help a lot of people. So that's how Paid Per Letter and Send It Academy was born. And I just want to let you guys know that this works for anybody, no matter whether you're 18 or 80. And the reason I know this is my fourth son turned 18 in February. And the day after he turned 18, he got verified at one of the casinos, immediately started writing. Well, a couple weeks ago, he got his first drop, $700. He came to me, Mom, how do I get it out? I said, you got to convert it out. Let me show you. And so I showed him my method, and he was able to convert that $700 into $683. That's more than he would have been paid in 4 weeks for, minimum wage, working, the 15, 20 hours that they would give a kid his age. So am I happy? Absolutely. Should you be happy? Absolutely. This program can change your life. All you have to know how to do is write. Can you write?
Okay, ladies and gents. So if you are hearing this for the first time, I know you're just as excited as my husband and I were when we first heard this information. Why? Because we had really found something where we can help the masses, help our community win. You don't have to be creative. You don't have to have any tech skills, any special sales skills. If you can write legibly, you can literally make cash flow and bring money to your household. So let's talk about Send It Academy. They are a Nevada-based company that launched January of 2024. And what they do, they teach you how to write letters to billion-dollar corporations, which includes gaming websites as well as casinos. Now, the majority of these corporations, they pay their users in online coins, also known as sweeps coins, as in sweepstakes. And what you'll do, you will convert these coins into cash via online gaming. Now, let me stop right there and say this. Send It is not in the business of teaching you how to gamble. What you will do is learn a conversion process, and they'll teach you how to take those coins and then convert it into cash with a 97% success rate or better so that you can deposit those coins right into your bank account. Pretty genius, right? Now, part of the process does include gaming websites. If it conflicts with your personal or spiritual beliefs, this may not be for you, but I can tell you the art of conversion is incredible. It is not gambling, but stick around, hear the information. There may be something else that may be a better fit. We do have other platforms or programs within this model that could be something that you could do. Now, when it comes to the Pay Per Letter program, this opportunity of writing letters have been around for over 2 decades. That's what's really exciting. Why? Because you can see right now, it's going to be around. It's going to continue to be around. Send It Academy teaches you a skill set to show you how to do this letter writing very effectively. Now, technology has made things easier. There's no longer people have to wait in the mail for anything, no floppy disk, CDs, or talking to anyone on the phone. Everything is done online. These multi-billion-dollar enterprises, once again, are not going anywhere. They've been around for over 2 decades. And the number of people sending in letter, there's thousands of people in Send It and outside of Send It that are sending in these letters over and over again. So it does not affect your success. It is 100% legal. And these corporations are government regulated. They do get audited. Now, let me say this: Send It has no affiliation with these casinos and webs and gaming sites. Absolutely do not. What they do is teach you, it's a course that teach you how to be able to tap into this system and do it correctly. That's what I absolutely love. They have no affiliation, but they're teaching you how to do it right. Now, what do? We earn for writing letters up to $5 per handwritten letter. When I say letter, I don't mean an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. Ladies and gents, I mean this 4x6 index card. Can you write on one side, pretty much with 2 sentences, your name and address in the corner and a code, and get paid $5 per card? Absolutely, you can. People are earning thousands of dollars per month. You just heard from a lady who said her biggest drop was over, our biggest deposit was over 6,000, and she actually converted to over $8,000 that went into her bank account. That's what we're talking about. And that's really, really, really exciting. Now, you're probably wondering, how do we write letters? How is this even legal? Well, there's something called AMOE, Alternative Method of Entry. Okay. And by law, these gaming sites and casinos have to allow you to come into their site and be able to, participate by playing the games or participating without your own money. Okay. So what's nice about it, we get to write in and we get the $5 per card, but they get the huge tax deductions. And you know what's nice about it? They have to do it. So that's what makes it nice, because it's not going anywhere. It's no difference in going into a regular casino. You walking in there and you see them get comps. People get comps for rooms, for dinners, for coins, chips. Same thing here. It's called Alternative Method of Entry. And how they reward us is every time we send in this letter, they're able to get tax deduction per letter. And as a result, they give us $5 in the form of their sweepstakes coins that we can convert into cash. Now, can you write? That's what it comes down to. Because if you can write legibly, you don't have to sit there and try to, figure out how to write have the best handwriting. As long as it's legible and someone else can read it, you can get cash flow coming into your home. Now, what Send It Academy does, they have a course that teach you exactly what to write, exactly who to write to. And what's nice about it, they check your work. Now, because this is not this letter writing gig, Send It has no affiliation with these sites, you can actually go to the site yourself and do this without Send It. But let me caution you. Why would you do that? Why would you cut out a program or an owner who came up with this, who's already done over $100,000 in a matter of 3 years? Why would you go try to figure it out when there's already a blueprint? See, the people who are making this work and making the most money, they're just copying. They're just copying exactly what she did. And guess what? If you can copy exactly what she's done, you can be successful. And not only that, they check your work, which is huge, because if you send it in incorrectly, you don't dot an I or cross a T, your letters, you may not get compensated for it. Send It, make sure everything is checked so that when you start sending your letters in, you can rest assured you're going to get paid. Now, what I love about this program is that, number one, everything must be handwritten by you. Okay. This card must be handwritten by you. No, you cannot hire someone on Fiverr or Craigslist. You can't say, oh, my kids will do it. No, it must be handwritten by you. Why? Because this is serious business. For them, they get audited, these casinos, and they check your work to make sure it's still the same as your account. So make sure you protect your account. You do not want to stop the cash flow from coming in and have them take your account. People have tried to get around that. Don't do that. Just simply put pen to paper, write this out, send it in. Now, you earn credits into your gaming account 8 to 12 weeks in the United States, and Canada seeing anywhere from 12 to 15 weeks. I know my first drop of coins, we call it a drop, was 9 weeks in a day. My husband was 10 weeks. It flies by. Think about it. Today is May 1st. How many of you remember when we were saying Happy New Year? Today is May 1st. It goes by so quick. So yes, you do have to build your pipeline up, and it's going to take your pipeline getting built up before you start seeing your letters compensated for the letters. And let me share with you why. It's because there's a process, right? Remember, thousands of people are doing this. So this is what happens. You fill out this card, exactly what they tell you to do, and you send it in. When you send it in, it's going to end up at a P.O. box. If you know anything about big corporations, they do not check P.O. boxes every single day. Some do it once a week, twice a month, sometimes once a month. Now, let's say they got all those letters from the box, and then it goes to the final destination. They're going to scan those letters in. So your letters get scanned in and make sure they're correct. And now they sit in a batch waiting for your batch to come up with thousands of other people. So it's a process. But I can tell you this, keep writing. Because once you keep writing, this is what happens. Once you get paid, it's like a water faucet. You're going to get paid over and over and over and over. Because what happens now, you're in the system and your other letters are going to be trailing as you mail them in. So you now start seeing consistent drops. So this will be the first time, the only time that it takes to ramp up. And then after that, you're going to see drop after drop after drop after drop after drop. It's amazing. You can write from at home or from anywhere. It takes about 4 to 6 minutes, depending on your writing speed, from start to stamping the envelope. But what happens, I know the more you do it, the faster you get. Now, who is this for? It's for everybody. Stay-home parents. Imagine we have stay-home parents now that are contributing to the bottom line of their household. Why? Because now, while the kids are playing, while the kids are napping, or whatever the kids are doing, now they can write these cards and get paid and add to the bottom line of the household. It's amazing. You know, some parents, I've seen a parent, and she had a young child, and she was advertising on Facebook, and the child had some envelopes. She said 50 a day keeps the 9 to 5 away. Absolutely, it does. How about retirees? Now, I know a lot of retirees are looking for ways to earn additional income. Some don't want to be doing, greeting at Walmart or Target, even though that's an honest job. But guess what? What if they can sit in front of their TV and now write letters? I know my mother-in-law got her first drop. It was $500. And you know what she did that? Right in the comforts of her home. I absolutely love it. Why? Because now retirees can bring in cash flow sitting right at home. And it's also safer. How about students? I would have loved when I was a college student to have an extra 1,000, 2,000 coming in, because I'm writing anyway, right? If it's a student, you're writing anyway. Now, in between class time, in between studying time, write out a few cards, and now you can have cash flow coming in. Anyone looking for extra income. I have people who are traders and they trade full time. And guess what? They understand, you know what? If I can write some letters and put more money to work to make more money, that only makes sense. And yes, it does. So as you can see, cash flow is king, and this pay per letter program is helping people bring in more cash, and they can do whatever they want to do with it. Must be 21 years of age in most states. Some are 18, but most are 21. Must reside in the United States and Canada. But because it is government regulated, some states have decided to not participate. Those states are Washington State, Idaho, Michigan, Montana, Nevada, Connecticut, and if you're in Canada, the province of Quebec. Now, this list is subject to change, but that's what it is right now. But outside of these areas, everything is fair game. But stick around, because if you wanted to share with someone else who's in an approved state, you can do that and still get compensated that way. But you can't write letters if you're in those states I just named. Now, how many can you make? How much money can you make? Well, how much money you want to make, right? It's totally up to you. 10 letters a day, 5 days a week, take 2 days off. That's $1,000 a month. Imagine the extra $1,000 coming in on top of what you earn. That is life-changing income, right? That can make a tremendous difference in someone's household. How about 40 letters a day? That's $4,000 a month, right? So imagine I do 30 a day, but I don't take any days off. Why? Why not? I do it while I'm watching Netflix or in between, whatever I'm doing. It's so easy to get that done throughout the day Because all you do is just make it a point, put in the effort, write the letters, and you're done. Right? It doesn't take a long time to do it. And guess what? When that cash flow comes in, it's so worth it. And I'm not the only letter writer in my house. My husband's doing 30 a day too. So imagine that additional income, because that's not our main business, but we sure like to see that cash flow coming in. I tell you, it makes a big difference. Now, these are real people with real results. The reason why they're smiling is because those are not Dear John letters. Those are letters that are going out, and it's going to bring in more cash, more cash, more cash. Now, here's some success stories that people have, just displayed to give, thanks and appreciation of what's going on and to share the testimony. On the left-hand side, you'll see, I am so grateful for this opportunity. It's been such a blessing for my family, and I can't wait to get more people on board with this. They were able to redeem 508 as well as $151 going into the bank account. Okay, from writing letters. In the middle, you see 465. And on the right-hand side, what's nice, you're able to see the drop or deposit of coins was $226. But after the conversion method that we're taught, they were able to convert that and redeem $414. Talking about a big difference. Absolutely. That's how the conversion method works. Now, these success stories I absolutely love because you really can feel the heart of what the pay per letter and how it's making a difference for people. So you'll see on the left-hand side, woke up to 2 drops and converted into my bank account, 1652.39. I am beyond excited. Thank you, Ascended Academy, for this amazing opportunity. I am so, so grateful. I get to pay my college student daughter's rent this month as she awaits approval for her PS living allowance. Can you imagine that? Thank you, thank you, thank you. The stress that is, reduced because now she get a chance. The letter writing was so, the drops were so good that it allowed her to be able to pay that in advance. That's amazing. In the middle, tonight I paid off a credit card, all because of this gig. I am still in complete shock. 1 down, 2 to go. I don't care who you are. $3,000 credit card gone is a good day for anybody. And then on the right-hand side, I'm in tears. 2238. Someone's mortgage payment is being paid because of this writing gig. Okay. Right now, someone's praying for this. And you know what? You are right now taking a look at something that can bring more cash flow. I don't care if you're already involved in some type of opportunity. Keep doing it. No one's trying to stop you from getting out of what you're doing. But no, I don't know anyone who's ever turned out extra cash, right? So this can bring in more cash so you can do even more of what you're doing. Now, the Send It product line is made up of a number of different courses. I'm referring now, I was just talking about the pay per letter course. They have trust formation where you can learn how to live inside your trust, which is amazing. It's not just for the rich and wealthy. It's for anyone who want to protect their assets as well as get huge tax advantages. Bill savings, digital business cards, credit repair, now up and running and coming soon. It's pretty much here to launch. And what's nice about it, Lisa's had an incredible credit repair program. She's not only going to show you how to fix your credit, but now you can go out and help others as well. How about Amazon course? I absolutely love that one. Next to pay per letter, I like that one the most. Why? Because people are familiar with Amazon. Money's being made. Lisa did $15 million in sales over a 10-year period. Anyone who's done legally $15 million in sales in anything, don't you want to know what they're doing? Well, that course is done here. Where you can now learn how to bring that cash flow in. Okay. Now, how about book publishing, intro to crypto? That shouldn't say coming soon because that's pretty much here, and travel deals. So as you can see, there's a lot of different courses in this platform. Let's talk about back to pay per letter. So there are 9 lessons. They're 30 minutes, takes you 30 minutes to go through the lessons. It took me about an hour because I went through it twice. Why? I wanted to make sure everything was right. And you can view it as many times you like. Community support, template approval, so you're sending everything in the right way. And for a bargain price of $224.99 one time. I don't know about you. I've never seen anything where I can earn income and they give you all the blueprint and the details for $224.99, everything you need to get up and running. It's amazing. Now that's broken down into, there's 199 $24.99 setup fee. That's one time. And then you pay your $25 a month monthly subscription. You pay that within that price. Now that's done every month, but there's no contracts. You can cancel it. But for the life of me, if you're writing, I don't understand why anyone would cancel, right? Why would you cancel something that is, really helping you stay on top of your letter writing, right? Think about it. Since we've been a part of this, we joined in December of last year. Since we've been a part of it, some of the gaming sites, some of the casinos have changed their address of where to send the letters to. Now, if I was on my own, who has time to read the terms and conditions and all these different things and keep up on that? I would have been sending letters to the wrong place and I would not have been compensated. Do you know that Send It has a whole team of people who read the terms and conditions every single day? They have customer support. They have a legal team. They have everything in place to make sure as we go out and do this letter writing gig, we can be successful and get updated on everything. Believe me, if you're writing letters, you do not want to not pay your $25 and be a part of this amazing community. That is pretty much how the program works. It's pretty cut and dry. There's not a lot of moving parts. It is what it is. All we do is purchase a course. In that course, it teaches us how to be able to tap into a system that's been around for over 2 decades, where we send in letters and we get compensated when we do, and bring in consistent cash flow. Now, if you're like the person who says, listen, I'm done trying to build a community. I just want to sit in my lonesome at home and be able to tap in somewhere where I can make some money. This is for you. You do not have to share with one soul. And you can have this income coming in over and over and over again and affect your bottom line. But if you like my husband and myself and say, listen, we've been so blessed, we want to be a blessing. Well, they do have an affiliate program that once you're a member that you can upgrade to, and it's completely optional. But you upgrade one time, $20, not every month, just one time. And now you can earn direct and residual pay. How do you do that? By upgrading one time to $20 affiliate fee. Now, here's what I want you to know. Once again, the casinos and the gaming sites, they pay us these coins that we convert into cash. So Send It has nothing to do with that. But when it comes to the affiliate side, Send It pays us. So that's what's nice, because while you're waiting to build up your pipeline, and it takes 8 to 12 weeks, remember I talked about that, or if you're in Canada, 12 to 15 weeks. Well, if you are sharing as an affiliate, you can start getting paid weekly. And I love that because that's exactly what we've done. Now, there's 4 different ways you can earn as an affiliate. And once again, that is absolutely optional. But how it works is this. If you got me started at $224.99, you're going to earn $105 the following week. Anyone you get started at $224.99, you're going to earn $105. You get 3 people started this week, the following week, $315, right? So that's fantastic. Now you have to ask yourself, how many people do you want to introduce? As many as you can. Now, what happens is the 100 is one time. That's a one-time direct referral. This is not network marketing. It's more like direct sales. Okay. So one-time direct sale, that $100. But the $5 you earn every single time a person pays at $25. So as I pay my $25 the following month, guess what? You get paid $5. Pay it the following month, you get paid another $5. 5 people, and that's $25, and your $25 taken care of. It's just that simple. Now, the next way we get paid is called matrix pay. Everyone who enrolls goes inside of a 3x10 forced matrix. What's nice about that matrix is it's very fair. Why there's no manipulating of placing people in different places. The computer from company down goes from left to right to look at the next open spot and place you there. That's what's really nice. But here's the great thing about this matrix is that you earn 50 cents per month for everyone that pays $25 that falls into your matrix, whether you put them there or not. So you could be the type of person that did not bring on anyone, but they fall in your matrix. Guess what? 50 cents per person. We have some people in our group that are taking care of their $25 only because my husband and I are building out our matrix. This is what it looks like. So once again, 3x10 force matrix. Every time someone pays $25, you earn 50 cents. Doesn't seem like a lot, but believe me, it starts to add up. because it's what we call spillover and people just spilling over. It's 3 wide, 10 levels deep. Now, imagine this. This is in addition to your letter writing. Has nothing to do with your letter writing. So imagine earning an extra $50 per month, an extra $100 per month, an extra $2,000 per month. You decide how much you want to earn by not only sharing, but guess what? As people fall into your matrix, you get paid by default. So it's really, really, really nice. Now, the last way we earn as an affiliate is what we call matrix match. That is when if whoever you introduce, whatever they earn in their matrix, you make 50%. Is that cool? Imagine enrolling 10 people. Those 10 people do $1,000 each in their matrix. Okay. And every month they're doing $1,000. You would earn 50% of each one, which is 500, but not just 500 for one, 500 times 10 because you sponsored 10. That's $5,000 in addition to the other ways we get paid as an affiliate, in addition to your letter writing. So it can become quite lucrative and life-changing. If you got a chance to hear my interview earlier today, you heard Andrea talk about the fact that her letter writing in 1 month was 15 grand, had nothing to do with the affiliate side. So as you can see, it can become quite lucrative as you're writing, and also if you choose to be an affiliate as well. Now, what comes with the promoter back office? Well, you get capture pages, landing pages, follow-up emails. You get a business in a box to be able to help you bring more people on so that they can be successful as well. These were some of the landing pages look like that you'll get access to, extremely professional, that you can put to work. Ladies and gents, that's pretty much it. All we do is write letters to billion-dollar corporations. They get the tax deduction. We get the $5 worth of coins, and then we convert them with the conversion method that we're taught here. We convert it into cash. And if you want to share, great. If you don't want to share, great. It's that simple. I don't know about you. There's no selling. There's no giving out websites. There's no conference calls to get on. There's none of the stuff that we typically are used to. It's very simple. All you do is put pen to paper, and now you can be successful in writing letters and getting paid for doing so. So I want you to get back to the person who invited you here, and let them know, listen, where's the link? Where's the link? Because this is May. Some of you have been praying for an opportunity to be successful and bring extra cash flow in. And you've been looking at this over and over again and haven't jumped yet. I have no idea why you haven't. Because in the meantime, we're all getting paid. We're all getting paid. Our last drop, we bought over $1,000 into our household, right? Additional money. So imagine that. And that's just because it's just the beginning. Now it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So imagine that. Go ahead and get back to the person who invited you and tell them, give me the link. So we do these meetings every single Thursday. Come back next week. Do not come back alone. Bring more people, because people need to know how this company is blessing so many people and allowing lives to change. Okay, so once again, my name is Ronette Turner Corley, and I look forward to seeing you another time. Until then, happy writing.